Hey, hello. This is Pablo Arias with International Relocation Partner, and this is an announcement for the Expat Community with me, Jeremy Free, the admin of the group. Before we go into topic, and everybody, we're waiting for more people to connect. Gonna share with you guys a little introduction. And it has been a journey. Hey, Jeremy, say hi.
What's going on,
Um,
Pablo? Hey, everybody.
we are very excited. We're happy to have you here, and happy to share with the group. This is also one of the biggest expert groups for Facebook, and I wanted to share a little bit of what we're looking to do. Get a little bit of your insight of what's the good group have been doing. You've been working a lot in the group, and I know you're now busy as you can be. But say hi to the group, and take us a little bit of what you're doing and what's your experience with the group, and then we'll have I think it's a good nice announcement for everyone. We're trying to make
It's a
this.
great announcement. Yeah, for sure. No, that's so I took over handling the group, I guess, a little over a year ago. And it was uphill battle at first, because there was like any other Facebook group, there's a lot of engagement, but the engagement isn't necessarily good. You know what I mean? There's always, it's the internet. It might not be, you might not get the best resources from some of the comments that you might get, but so I tried my best to get rid of that. And, that was prior to my moving to Costa Rica. My wife and I moved, and we moved there, did the restaurant. We did great. You ate the food. Everybody was happy with the food. Location was horrible. So
I
we pulled out
remember.
from that location. And we were in the process of a new spot. And I received a phone call from somewhere that I'd spoken to in the States. So prior to moving there, I did athletic flooring. And him and I started speaking, and he gave me an offer. When we moved there, I was 32, my wife was 26. We had no intentions of retiring in Costa Rica. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
was a new adventure. It was, we were doing something. Most people go there to retire. We wanted to go there to meet new people, have a good
Yeah.
adventure. You know what I mean?
I want you to hold that thought, because as we are talking, more people are getting into the Facebook Live, and I want
Okay,
to
I
keep
got
on
you
giving context of what's
for
happening.
sure.
So we are doing a Facebook Live because with the group, this is almost a 30,000 member group, and we have a very active community that is always commenting. And one of the reasons for this Facebook Live is to share with you guys, what are we looking to do with the group, because we want to make this group the greatest Facebook expat group there is in Costa Rica. That's kind of like what we want, but we also want
Right.
to share with you what is the past. What in the last year, what's been happening with the group. And Jeremy has been the admin for the group, and he's telling us his experience when he moved to Costa Rica. Actually, through he get a lot of help through this group, and he end
All my
up
help.
managing the group,
Everything I
owning
learned was
owning
through Facebook. I mean,
so
other than
you
other,
you are a great
it
example
was
of how these groups are so useful for everyone that may be moving to Costa Rica or to another
for
country,
sure.
and then you end up helping a lot of people through the group. Now, let's continue. Tell us the story.
So where was that? So basically, I mean, yeah, that's we ended up there. We did the restaurant thing. As people who've been following they've probably been watching our lives throughout the whole thing. Um, a lot of people haven't. So it's we did the restaurant. Everything turned out great. Location was horrible. So we moved on to the next. Um, and then we were in the process of that, and that's kind of when all these different ideas started churning. What next? What do we want to do? Where do we want to go? We're going to stay here. We didn't really want to leave Costa Rica, to be honest with you. We were gonna figure out where we wanted to go next. as you know, we had a spot in Centro Atanas that we were interested in, and we started working on it. And then I'm a firm believer things happen for a reason. Whether it's good, bad, as long as you're doing what you need to be doing, what should happen will happen. I'm a firm believer in that karma, I guess. So that's kind of what happened in this instance. Was a job that I did for years and years and years prior to coming to Costa Rica. They had an opening with the same company, a different franchise on the opposite side. So rather than being the East Coast, I went to the West Coast, which is a whole totally different culture again. So talk about culture shock twice from Costa Rica to here. So it was good though. I mean, we're happy we made the move. We miss everybody like you. No more beers, no more coffees, no more,
Not more beers with your friends. So let me give
Yeah, I
some
mean,
context to the group.
definitely
We
beer
have
still.
9, and we have a few people that are connected. We have good news. We are going into a transition with the group. Jeremy has been admin and managing the group, and now I'm going to try to do my best to take that role. Uh, it's a very difficult thing to do. Administrating these groups is very difficult. It's time consuming though. It's something that it's a lot of things to learn. Especially when you're dealing with so many people. But at the same time, I really see the value of having a live, you know, group and a live resource of people willing to help, willing to provide advice, uh, and some of the challenges. What do you think? What are the biggest challenges for this group, or a group, or you as an admin? What are those things that you say, "Oh man, I wish, we didn't have these problems."
So it's one of those things where it's a kind of a double edged sword, so you remove a lot of the people who are just here just to troll and say internet things, and then you have people who are trying to learn. So your interaction kind of goes down a little bit because you don't have all these people going back and forth with each other. You know what I mean? So it looks like you're not getting as much, but really you're not here for that. I know you're not going to be. You want quality information over interaction. You want
100%.
people to be able to see the answers, ask a question, not get berated with, "Oh, why the hell are you moving the coaster? Well, what are you doing?" You know what I mean? Like that's what you get all the time. I mean, you could go on and on with those kinds of comments. So that's kind of the battle that people think, "Oh, well, nothing's really going on in this group." Well, it is, because you can ask a question, you can do something, get a response. We're not just in here saying rude things, being smart ass. You know what I mean? There's none of that. It's very ask a question, get an answer. Opinions. None of the personal kind of
So
things going on.
just let me just say, if somebody wants to ask something, you guys can just comment and
Yeah.
ask questions. We'll be happy to answer. I want to give, in this transition, basically what we're saying in this live is I'm taking over the group. I have rebranded the group and a few other things, so you guys know. And Jeremy, is aware of the things I'm trying to do. I also built a website that goes side to side with the group that is called theexpatcommunity.com. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Um, this website is basically a platform of information. So we'll have, and then there are a bunch of articles already with the knowledge base about Costa Rica, and not just about Costa Rica, other countries, because if somebody may be moving into another country, it's good that they compare. But also local news, and so we have local news, things that are happening in Costa Rica, but these news are in Spanish. So I know, John, who's saying, maybe he doesn't know how to read the Spanish. So we're taking the time, looking at the news, translate the news, and send those news in a newsletter. That's on Fridays. So we're trying to do many other things. We're also trying to do the free Spanish classes. The first class, and I have this date, I believe it's April the 1st. I mean, April the 5th. We're going to have the first at 1:30. April the 1st at 1:30, there are free Spanish class, the first one for this year. And it's about 6 months on a class. So We have one of our sponsors. We speak Spanish. He's willing to provide this free class for everyone to join for free at 1:30 on Fridays, and the first one is going to be on July the 5th.
I'm surprised he's not
Like
in
I
here
was saying,
somewhere.
yeah, maybe he's there. I think he's
He's in
there.
the
By the
background
way,
somewhere.
we are broadcasting this to his YouTube, to his Facebook, to International Relocations Partner YouTube on Facebook as well, my personal Facebook. We're sharing this in different platforms. Um, and I do believe this group and our group has the potential to be one of the largest and best well-managed expat groups there is, because I'm not just playing. This is I'll say this is not a hobby for me. This is first a mission that I have to help other people move to Costa Rica. For everybody that knows me and have talked to me or have done business with me, they will know. They'll tell you. I don't care if you don't even buy anything from me. I want people to have a good experience with my country, Costa Rica. I want people to avoid being taken advantage or being scammed. I just really want that, because I think what I do as a person represents my country, and I think the expat community is a blessing for my country. I do see the value of you guys, loving my country and coming to invest. And I know you're gonna hire a gardener, you're gonna hire a maid, you're gonna eat at our restaurants, and that's good for my country, my people, and I want to be good for you guys. It's just John, same cost. I mean, same professor. Warner, free, by the way, is another free. It's just like Jeremy Free.
Freer with an R at the
Freer, yeah, Freer,
end.
Freer. So, yeah, once again, I do. This is not a hobby for me. I understand. There's a lot of other groups, and those groups, maybe there's somebody, half time or maybe retire or something. But for me, it's not a hobby. I want to make this thing happen. I want it. I want it. I want it to be okay, to be fine. So we're doing a website, we're doing free Spanish classes. We're also working on a book. It's an actual book. It's a guide to how to move to Costa Rica, which we make a big investment to make that happen. We got a professional writer, bestseller author, and that's all of that information is in the website, the Expat Community book, the Expat Community book. And with that, we hope that you guys have a better experience when you guys move to Costa Rica. That's just my hope. I know it's really hard to please everyone. In less than a day managing the group, I already have people complaining. This post. What about this? And people talking about
Welcome to
politics
the
and Donald
family,
Trump.
buddy.
So, but let's just try to
politics.
keep it cool, keep it friendly, kind. We're doing this because we really see the value on how this thing could help other people. I know somebody here that is listening has the entire experience of relocating to Costa Rica. You could help somebody. And I know somebody out there is maybe in Canada, is maybe in Toronto, is maybe in Arkansas, and they have questions. So this is a great platform to provide those answers, and those are organic answers. But let's just try to really keep it kind, cool, respectful. And if we do that, we can all help. And at the same time, me as the admin, as I'll say the sponsor of the group, I'm creating an additional set of resources that are a big investment, by the way, but I do believe it's an amazing thing to do for the expat community. And you guys can check on the website, and it's in motion. We're growing. We're about to launch a directory of service providers that are, you guys could say you can put 5 stars. Okay, international relocation partner, it's not good. Just like Yelp or the Better Business Bureau is going to be one of the tops on this, because there's so many people that come to Costa Rica. You tell them, Jeremy. I mean, you had this experience yourself. Come to Costa Rica, you want to hire a construction company, and they just take your money, run away. So we're going to have a vetted directory on the expatcommunity.com for you guys to say, okay, these people, these attorneys, these people are doing it right. And those in the directory, we're going to require for them to show that they have the professional background to do it. So I would not allow just anybody to be on the directory.
Right.
So we have more comments. We cannot see your name. That's bad.
Facebook user.
Okay, that's a good question to ask everyone. I mean, you're making the comment, but what are some of the needs? There are many needs, but I would say a lot of it is information on what's happening locally in Costa Rica. Sometimes it's cost of living, sometimes is technical questions about immigration. I do get a lot of questions about shipping and customs, and there's also a lot of questions about real estate. I want to say, I'm not really big in real estate though. I feel some of the things that drives a lot of the intention for people to help sometimes is to sell your real estate. And I honestly feel you shouldn't be shipping anything to Costa Rica. You shouldn't be buying anything in Costa Rica unless you really had at least 6 months, rent something, live here. At least you have to visit, once, maybe 6 times before you end up making a big commitment. That's just my personal thing. I've seen this. I've been helping the expat community and helping not just Costa Rica, Panama, and other countries for 15 years now. It's this October will be 15 years for me seeing expats moving into Costa Rica, seeing expat calling me because they need to move their shipment back to their country.
So Pablo, how often do you see people who move here that have never touched foot in the country? How often do you see that?
Not as big, but I had some cases where people have purchased properties over the internet. 400,000 investment,
just bought it,
just online. Okay, oh, I like that. How much? Bam. And then they hire me to make the final delivery, and then I was like, okay, this is when I used to drive my moving truck, go to the house myself, shake hands, like, is this your house? 400,000, and it's just not a nice house. Like, what the fuck? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
oh, by the way,
right, yeah.
I guess I can say it, right?
Yeah, whatever.
I guess I can say I'm the admin. I can say
it's okay.
I don't know.
It's all grown folk here.
So
John coming here or coming to Costa Rica soon?
Yeah. John is in Tampa, I believe, Florida. Remind me, by the way, John, because I'm like, I got so many customers that I can't remember everyone. So yeah, but I believe he's moving from
so many
Tampa
different countries. You have customers all over the world.
I'm more than one country, by the way.
Right.
Yeah. So it's important I want to ask people to help. I want your help. We need your help. We are doing this blog. We're doing quite a few things, but we're doing, for instance, a blog. And this, I want this to be a community effort, by the way. So this is the website. If you click here, this is the news. And by the way, you should subscribe to this. You can get this on your email. And then you pick the country, you pick Costa Rica, and those are news that are relevant to Costa Rica. By the way, I don't know if you can see it. We have Phototonic 360. He offered to give us these pictures to illustrate our blog, and that's amazing because we are using original content about Costa Rica from a professional photographer who has a drone. How good is that? It's great. I mean, I think it's great. I think it's great to have that. So people are willing to pitch and to help. I know I will be doing free giveaways. We have a friend who owns a rental car, so we may get 2 days rental cars for the members of the group. And then I'll be talking to hotels and Airbnbs and other places who may want to give some of these prices to incentivize the members of the group. A lot of the content that we have, and this is not just for Costa Rica but for other countries, will be recorded as well, for you guys to have different opinions on different topics. Yeah, I got this one is pretty funny one. At least to me, when I share my
I
dating
remember
app.
that one.
It's actually I share my dating app on the screen, the one I use. That's crazy. That's crazy for me to do. But if you guys know me,
Man,
I don't really care.
you're a brave man.
So I don't care that much. It's just I think it's useful. I think people need to know if they're gonna connect with somebody down here, what things to avoid, and if we can share good advice, why not?
All
But this is
right.
another perspective. So this is a tab for the group. Uh, this is a tab that is called leaders now, but it's going to be called the directory. And that's a plugin. It's an investment. It's a platform where you, as a provider, could register yourself, and then we're going to ask you if you're an attorney. What's your licensing as an attorney? What's your ID? Can you show us that you are an attorney, right? Or you are an architect? You should have a license to be an architect,
Right.
and not just somebody down the street that says that they can build just because they speak a little English. I don't think that's fair for anybody to hire somebody like that. You should look for a right professional. Um,
And
This
reviews,
is the-
right? I mean, that's a big thing too. Actual reviews,
Oh, yeah.
legitimate, tangible
yeah.
reviews. Not, a lot of people are doing that whole internet review. I mean, that's a tough one too.
Then we have the book. Still another month and a half. It's been a struggle. It has been a big investment. A lot of research that we have done from scratch. And our writer, Emily, she's got 11 books of experience, and one of those books is a bestseller author book. But this is meant to be a guide from the Expat Community group. And I will share the draft the group, so you guys could comment, so you guys could say, well, it's missing this, it's missing that, all of that. And then our intention is to put it for sale in Amazon and give the money to a nonprofit. So we look for nonprofits. If you guys have ideas of who do we have to share the sales and the income that is generated with this book, let us know. Send me a message. I have this nonprofit. Can you guys help? And we want to incentivize and benefit those organizations that are doing the right thing for the community, the expat community in Costa Rica, and for Costa Rica. And this other tab is the knowledge base, which is these are articles into how to pick a moving company, other things, many other things. And again, I think this is kind of like most of what we have to say for tonight. Jeremy, thank you for this, for allowing me to help and participate. What am I missing? Oh, I got more. Hey, I got your friend here. You wanna say something?
Car Hunters, yeah, he's actually, when I left the country, he held onto my car and he took care of it, sold it, no hiccups, no questioning, no anything. So I for sure 100% recommend Car Hunter CR, 1000%. I mean, there was no question about it. I mean, I was in a different country and he had my car and took care of it and sold it. Now I have friends who actually have used him.
What's his name? Because all we can see is Car Hunters. So
give us your information, my man.
Yeah, put it on the notes instead of hi. Put it on the notes. Don't be shy.
He will.
Yeah, and this is if you want my support, how to contact me. I do not know how to contact you because we cannot see it on the screen
I was
right
gonna say,
now.
who is that?
Anyway, don't be here.
Give a little bit more information.
But thank you guys so much. I see a lot of people connecting, a lot of people wanting to know what's happening with the group. Once again, my name is Pablo Arias. I own a shipping company, but we're doing this not just because it gives me visibility, by the way. That's just straightforward, no shameless advertisement plug there. But if you have spent time with me, I'm just really trying to help people. I just hate. I mean, I hear people crying over the phone saying, "I lost everything, Paulo. Can you ship everything back for me?" I also hear people saying, I got a divorce because I moved to Costa Rica. My wife didn't like it. I got a divorce, and I just hate that, man. I wish this is a good experience for everyone, and I know Costa Rica is not for everyone. Some people will make it. It's a journey. Some people are gonna move to Costa Rica and then gonna move to Panama, or from Costa Rica to Mexico. And I have that. I have people going to Costa Rica. They sending me a message: "Can you move me now to Baja California, in Mexico?"
I
So
feel like
this is a
90%
very
of the
interesting.
time it's not because of Costa Rica. It's just
Yeah.
the change. When you change, people feel, people are ready for change. And then when it happens, it's kind of like, whoa, like that
Yeah,
culture shock.
it's so many things. That's Pets on Aurora. By the way, that's my dad. He's just hiding behind. He's got a little business he for pets. Anyway, let's not do a commercial about my dad. Yeah.
I miss your dad. I miss all y'all.
Good. Good luck. We'll see the comments later. In our system, we cannot share who is sending messages in this.
Oh, but
system,
you can see it later.
Yeah, we can see it later. But thank you so much for this. But by the way, this is an announcement to say we'll be doing more things after Easter. We'll be meeting with people. I want to recruit people that help me with the administration. I want to recruit people that help me with pictures, to share pictures on our blogs. We want to recruit people to help me write. If you're a good writer, you want to write about your experience in Costa Rica, and you want to help this community, I mean, so be it. Great. I mean, I really want your perspective, and if you're doing something to help, this is the community effort. That's what I wanted to say. This community effort. And if you see anything that is wrong, you guys don't like it, a negative comment, just report that. I promise to check on it. I run a few businesses, by the way, so be patient right now because it's only me. Jeremy is helping every now and then because he's also very, very busy his new job in California. So be patient. And we promise to make this the best expat group there is about moving to Costa Rica. Anything to say in our closing remarks?
All good, buddy. All good.
Okay, so see you to the next one.